I'm going to show you exactly how to make a simple YouTube lower third for your YouTube video, step by step, just like the lower third you're looking at right now. So if you're looking for a complete tutorial walking you through exactly step by step on how to make lower third for your YouTube video, then keep on watching. This is the perfect video for you. Coming up. Hi, my name is Akinwale Olaniyi from iNet Media, your African creative entrepreneur. In this channel, we show you the best tips, tools, and tutorials on how to grow your business online via online video, leveraging the power of YouTube and social media marketing. So, subscribe to my channel for more upcoming video. Without wasting your time, let's read to the system where I'll be showing you exactly step by step on how to make an amazing, good-looking YouTube lower third for your next video. Here we are in After Effects. The first thing you have to do when making a lower third for a YouTube video is to create a new composition. At the display of this dialog box, we need to give our composition a name. So I'm going to call it lower third. Coming to the preset, I'm going to leave that at 1920 by 1080. And the pixel aspect ratio, let's leave that at square pixels. And the frame per second, I'm going to leave it as default 30 seconds. But you can use whatever FPS figure that you think that will be okay for your lower third. Then the duration, I'm also going to leave that at 10 seconds. So let's click on OK. What I want to do next is to right click on my layer form, click on new, select text. So let's type Akinwale Ola. I want the Olani to be bold, and I'm using Futura. They are okay for graphic design. Very, very good. So let's click on align. I'm going to center and middle these. This is what we need to check, and you need to check the size. If the size is okay, if it's not okay, you can always work on that. I'm going to duplicate this, Ctrl plus D to duplicate that, because we need to give a lower third a title. It must have a name and also a title. So I'm going to drag this down. So I'm clicking on it. I'm holding down my shift key to bring that down this way. So let's double click on that. I'm going to give it a title. Let's give it a digital marketer. And what I want to do here is to reduce the size of digital marketer. I don't want it to be that big. It has to be smaller to the main name. So it is okay this way. What I want to do here again is to start animating this, but I want this to be in a shape. So what I have to do is to click on this rectangle and coming to the fill, I have to make sure that the fill is on. So please, it has to be on. Let's click on that, click on OK. Then the stroke, we don't need stroke, so I have to off the stroke, click on OK. So what I want to do here is to draw the rectangle, something like this. I want you to cover my text, my title this way, and it should be under text like that. What I want to do here is to change the color of my rectangle, my shapes. Let's leave it on red. Yeah, I like it on this red. I'm going to move this anchor from here to the left hand side. So I'm holding down my control key to put it at a perfect spot. With your control key held down, when you drag it to whatever angle that I want to put, it's going to fit there properly. So what I want to do here again is to start animating this rectangle, and we can do that by playing with the scale. So I'm going to hit S to activate the scale tool, and I'm going to unlink this, because without unlinking it, it's going to reduce it proportionally, and I don't want it to be reduced proportionally. So let's unlink this, and what I want to do is to reduce it this way. I mean to scale it down this way. But the first thing I have to do is to start working on the keyframe. So at 0 frame, I'm going to keyframe it at 0 frame. Then taking this cursor or the time cursor to 1 second, to be precise, you can always type that. Just click here, type 1, and press enter. So at 1 second, I'm also going to keyframe that. I'll move this back to 0 frame. So what I want to do here is the X scale. I want that to be on 0. So which means when it's on frame 0, it's not going to be visible and as it is transiting, moving to the right hand side into 1 second, 2 seconds, and all that is going to reveal itself. So this is what I want. You can click on this marks to remove that, so you can see. So this is exactly what what I want to do again. If as if the animation is not coming out the way that I actually want, it's like a kind of it's linear in movement, and I don't like it that way. So what I want to do here to correct this linear kind of movement is to align this. Press F9 to easy ease it. Even when I press F9, it's only going to be smooth the way it's coming in. But I still want to further work on the behavior of how that rectangle is coming in. The shape is coming in. So we can do that by going to the graph. And what I want to do here is to uh, highlight this from this side of the graph, then drag this backward this way a little this way. I think it's okay that way. And when if I play this, I'm going to reduce the work area to like 5 seconds. So let's leave it this way. So let's press space bar and see how that is going to come in. So let's see that again. Good. So I like the way you see the way it's coming in. You can see that it's coming in smoothly. That is exactly what I want. See, now, one other thing I want to do is to duplicate this shape. I want more of that shape. I want it to be more interesting. And we can do that by clicking on this shape and holding a Control plus D to duplicate that. I'm going to change the color of that shape. Let's use the down one. I'm going to change that color to something like yellow. So let's give it this color. Yellow is okay. And so I'm going to offset this a little this way, and let's see what is going to become of that second. Yeah. Wow. So this is what I want. See the way it's coming in. So I want that yellow shape to come in first, then the red should not come in. So this is going to give it a better, good looking animation. It's okay this way, and you can see the Akinwale Olani digital marketer is still static. So we need to work on that. And to do that, what I have to do is to first of all click on both of them. I want this Akinwale to be above the digital marketer. So let's click on both of them, then hit the P for position. Then at 0 frame, I'm going to keyframe that, and moving to 1 second, I'm also going to keyframe this. I'm going to move my time cursor to the beginning of the frame. At 0 frame, I'm going to work on the X position. I don't want it to be visible on my screen. So let's use this to drag that out this way. Yeah, which means at 0 frame it's not going to be visible, and when it gets to 1 second, it's going to come into the scene. I still need to move it out a little. So let's bring okay. It is okay that with what I want to work on again is to work on the way it's coming in as it is. What you are saying here is called linear, and I don't want it to be coming in that kind of way. So I want to easy ease and the keyframe. So let's right click on this, go to keyframe assistant and click on easy ease. So this is going to convert that linear to Bezier, but I don't also want to leave it at Bezier. I want to further, make this animation to be more interesting. So what I want to do here is to align this, then click on this graph and adjust this a little this way. I'm going to do the same thing to the digital marketer. So let's click on the graph, and here I'm going to adjust it a little this way. So it's going to come in, more interesting than leaving it on that linear. Yeah. So let's play that and see how it's going to come. Do you see the way it's coming in? This is exactly what I want to see. If you look at this, the Akinwale Olani is showing outside. It's not supposed to be showing here. So what we have to do is to create like a kind of an alpha mat for this name. So I'm going to click outside, then go back to my shape tool, click on the shape tool, and yeah, you can pick any color. It doesn't matter. Just use any color. So I'm going to make sure that nothing is selected on your layer comp. Then I'm going to draw this exactly on top of the first layer, and I'm going to call it mat. Let's press enter to rename it. I'm going to call it mat. Uh, so the mat here, I have to pre-compose, this Akinwale and the digital marketer. So let's hold down shift key to select both, then go to, sorry, right click on this, then click on pre-compose. I'm going to call it text pre-comp. Let's click on OK. And what I have to do here is to select this, making sure that the newly drawn shape is above the text pre-comp. Then click on the text pre-comp, come to this track math, click on it and click on alpha math. So what we have just done now is to make our name, our title to be visible. But at 0 frames, no longer going to be visible, and as it is coming in, it's going to be you know visible. So this is exactly what we want. But as you can see, look at the way it's showing. I don't like the way it's showing. You can see that my name is showing on top of that yellow, which is what we don't actually want. So what we have to do is to offset that text become. So I'm going to do that by moving this. Yeah, so let's move it a little bit further. So this is going to, yeah, this is exactly what I want. And this is how to create a lower third for YouTube video. Again, I don't like the way the Akinwale Olani and the digital marketer is coming in the same time. So let's double click on this text pre-comp and do a little adjustment here. So what I want to do here is let's allow this hue to reveal the keyframe, and I'm going to put this on 5 frame, then which means I'm going to move the digital marketer a little bit backward 5 frame this way. What this is trying to do is to make them come in one after the other. Let's go back to our main comp, and as you can see, the Akinwale Olani is going to come in first, while the digital marketer will come next. So let's preview this and see how it's going to look like. Okay, after this, what we always want to do when creating uh, this is to make this to appear for some seconds. Wait so that your viewers will see your name or whatever that you want to show them, and after 2 to 3 seconds it should exit the scene. So what I'm going to do here is to highlight everything, then hold down Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose the entire layer. So let's call it text final, and here at it's going to come in here, and at 4 seconds I want to hold on here. So what I'm going to do here is to click here, go to edit, click on split layer, and the first one I need to delete this one. I don't need that. So this one I'm going to duplicate that. Let's go back to edit and click on duplicate. Yeah, and I'm going to drag this first one, the newly duplicated one, to the extreme end of the second one this way, and I'm also going to right click on it, then go to time and click on time reverse layer. So this is going to reverse that layer, and this is what is going to take place. Let me increase this a little. This, let's go to frame 0 and blow the RAM by pressing 0. So you're going to wait for some seconds, and then it's going to exit the screen. So this is how a lower third should look like, and lower third, they are very good for your YouTube video. You should have one on your YouTube video. And if you like this tutorial, please hit the thumbs button. If you enjoy what I'm doing and you gain value in this tutorial, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. This is very important to me. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Peace.